Today I'm going to teach you how to use Google AI Bard from Europe using a totally free VPN. At the end of the video, I'll also showcase a powerful use case that is possible on Bard and that it's not possible yet on ChatGPT. So before we jump in the video, let me give you a couple of reasons on why you want to try Bard in advance. The first one is that it's totally free, so you don't have to pay anything and actually you don't even have to put a credit card. The second one, which in my opinion is the most powerful, is that it's connected to the live internet. The third one is that it provides a 3 draft for everything, and therefore when you prompt it, it's gonna not give you a single answer, but it's gonna give 3 variations of the single answer, and you can sort of pick the one that you like the most. Now, let's jump into how we can use Bard. So first of all, if we go on bard.google.com, we can see that, as it says at the bottom, Bard is currently not supported in your country, stay tuned. And that's why we're gonna need to add a VPN. So if we go on the Chrome web store and we search for VPN, as it's highlighted here, we can find this extension here, and what we then have to do is add it to Chrome. So we add extension. At this point, it's gonna open this new page. We're gonna continue for free, and then what's basically says to pin it to the bar. So here it is for me. I'll pin it to the bar. Here I have it, and then if I do clear, click on extension, choose a location, and connect. So here for location, we're gonna continue. We're gonna start, and then instead of Amsterdam, let's pick the US for Jim. So now VPN is on. Let's try to go back on Bard. So if we click and we refresh the page, we are now finally in the Bard AI chatbot interface. Be aware that for you, there probably will be an intermediary section in which you will have to accept the term and condition of Bard. I already did that part, and so I don't have to do it anymore. But yeah, just click the condition and then you're gonna be arriving into this page. Cool, now we have installed the VPN, and let me showcase this powerful use case that I think is not possible with the ChatGPT yet, unless you have access to the plugins, which though very few people have. So we can find a document, and in this case I've picked this book by Ray Dalio Principle. This is a 123 pages PDF, so a pretty long one. I'm gonna pick the link of it, and I'm gonna say, given this PDF, and I'll provide a link, please give me a summary of the content. Alright, I click, and now we're gonna see 2 things. The first is that, as I mentioned previously, we're gonna see that it's gonna provide 3 drafts, which are 3 different versions. So let me show it quickly. Draft 1, draft 2, and draft 3. And those are slightly different, as you can see. And the second one is that it has been able to access a document on the, let's say, live internet and summarize it for me, while on ChatGPT I would be limited to the number of tokens of roughly 4,000, if I remember correctly. So the fact that I'm able to fed to Bard a document on the internet is really a powerful use case that I think I'm gonna try to leverage. Additionally, the very interesting thing is that Google own a lot of data. Imagine of all the YouTube transcript, and therefore it's going to be possible to ask a question that leverage that data much better than it could be possible to do so in ChatGPT. A personal opinion though is that in the type of answer it provides, I still prefer at the moment ChatGPT because I find it more nuanced and more precise. So for most common use cases like summarizing, synthesizing, and asking for recommendation, I still prefer ChatGPT. I think it's GPT-4 particularly does a better job. But this connectivity and the fact that Bard is totally free really make it very interesting for me, and I think it can easily become a super strong competitor on GPT-4 on some of the use cases that I mentioned before. If you find this video useful, please consider subscribing it. I'm trying to improve my YouTube game, and having a feedback from you would be extremely valuable. That's it, have a good one, and bye-bye.